Hi everyone, welcome to London, England. David and I are here for about a week. We leave tomorrow, and I am doing a more of a, not necessarily a walking video because I'm sort of all over the place. I try to map out the places that I want to see, but what is working best for this video is going to be just showing you some landmarks within the city of London. So right now, as you probably know, it is Big Ben. This is Big Ben. It was completed, the build, in 1859. And of course it is a clock tower. It's the architectural style is Gothic Revival. And it stands at the north end of the Palace of Westminster here in London. It is a beautiful morning. It's just after 11 o'clock in the morning, as Big Ben will tell us. It's about 16 Celsius. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. The whole time that we've been here in London has been amazing. The weather has been great. For the most part, I've worn a light jacket. David's just worn a sweater. We've done a lot of walking here in London. This city is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Every corner there's something new to discover. The shopping is beyond anyone's dreams. Very expensive here. Very, very expensive. But the quality of some of the shops or some of the merchandise in many of the shops are absolutely outstanding. But there are restaurants galore, there are sights to see. The architecture is absolutely phenomenal. Everywhere we've been, it's been absolutely amazing. We are staying near St. James Park. So we're sort of in the heart of anything that we can walk to. So a lot of walking. We've been doing a lot of walking the last few days. So Big Ben stands 96 meters or 316 feet. And the climb from ground level to the belfry is 334 steps. And it says here its base is square, measuring 40 feet or 12 meters on each side. The dials of the clock are 22.5 feet or 6.9 meters in diameter. And lastly to add, it says here Big Ben is a British cultural icon. No kidding. It is a prominent symbol of Britain and the parliamentary democracy and is often used in establishing shots of film sets in London. I think we have all seen Big Ben hundreds of times over on TV and on the silver screen. And it says also it has been part of Grade 1 listed buildings since 1970, and in 1987 it was designated by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. The clock and tower were renovated between 2017 and 2021, during which the bells remained silent with a few exceptions. Beautiful sight. Okay, I'll see you in the next clip. So hi folks, we're in a new clip now. This is Westminster Abbey. It's a historic royal church and World Heritage Site here in London, England, that serves as the coronation church for English monarchs, the final resting place for over 3,000 people, which I think actually Charles Darwin is in here, because Dave and I came here probably 13 years ago. We were doing a biking tour based out of London. I remember we came here to visit and we went inside the church. It was fantastic. And I think this is where we saw Charles Darwin, or his memorial, rather. And there are also 18 monarchs that are entombed here. And the location of royal weddings. This is where, I think this is where William got married, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll see this a lot whenever there's like a royal event. This is a pretty fantastic church. It's got a clock up there, hopefully you can see. And of course it is a major tourist spot. So it was founded in 1960 AD, and the current Gothic structure was largely built starting in 1245 by King Henry III. And it is a working church with daily services and a major tourist attraction known for its architecture, artwork, and memorials of famous individuals, as I mentioned. So we were here yesterday, quite busy. There's always a lot of people here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there may be a fee to enter. I can't say for sure. But it's certainly monitored as to who goes in and when and how many people are admitted in at any given time. So a very famous landmark. So during my walk this morning, I've accidentally come across the King's Guard, I think is what they are called. They are going, there is Buckingham Palace way down there. We're going to get there today. But this is the King's Guard, I think. Anyhow, folks, I just came across them accidentally and I thought I would show you how majestic these horses are. Like, how beautiful are those horses? It's too bad they have to carry people on top of them, but it's pretty spectacular. There was a whole parade, well, not parade, but there were a lot of these soldiers on horseback when I was coming towards, we're on the mall right now, and again, way down there is Buckingham Palace. So I will get back to you in the next clip. So here we're at King's Guard Road, and that's the King's Guard. So this morning I saw like horses and with their mounts, King's Guard, something I think they do on a daily basis. And here is yet another monument. There are many monuments in London. Look how beautiful that is. And that looks like it's based on, it says this memorial also commemorates all those members of the Household Division who died in the Second World War and in the service of their country since 1918. Yeah. So it would have been during the First World War, the Great War. Was it 1914, 1918? And then the Second World War, 39 to 45. So I am going to take you for a bit of a walk. Look how beautiful this entry is. So there in the distance you can see the eye. We were on that when we were here in London last, like I mentioned, about 13 years ago. Then that was, a good touristy thing to do. But if anything, look at the architecture here. And this is the... Oh, sorry. Yikes, I just about got run over by a cyclist. My fault for not paying attention. So here... Now, this might be St. James Park. I will let you know if I've got it wrong. I will list it down below. Now I'm just following Google Maps because I do want to take you someplace very, very special and close to most Canadians' heart. Look at the beautiful flowers. And look at the trees. Look how green everything is. Now it is nearing the end of September right now. I started my trip with a friend beginning of September. We started in Ireland. That video should be up before this one. If you haven't already seen it, I invite you to have a look. And then David joined me the latter part when Kathleen and I came back from our hike. And then David and I spent a few days in Ireland, in Dublin. And then we flew over here to London.
Turn right.
Turn right in 100 feet. Okay. Alrighty, whatever you say. So it's supposed to take me 12 minutes to get to my next destination, and I'm just going to withhold that information for the time being. So we've been here, we've been walking all over London. I haven't been recording because when David and I leave the house, when we leave our hotel, we just sort of head out in any direction and come across all kinds of beautiful sights. And I didn't bring my camera, in part because I didn't know where we were heading to, and didn't do any research, and which is not dissimilar from today's video, but I thought I just need to get a video in because I do want to share some of my walking experiences with you. I hope this little guy's okay. He's just kind of sitting out there. All the other guys are. Look at how beautiful they are. Hello, good morning. And then look at these swans over here. Yeah, we are in St. James Park. And here are swans. Mr. and Mrs. Oh, there's a black swan too. Hope the camera will pick that guy up. Black swan. Geese. And look at how majestic these swans are. They are big. You don't get too close because they can be aggressive. They are wild after all. It's so gorgeous. Wow. Now, if anything makes a great video, is going to be the sight of critters. Everything else could be crap. But once you get a critter in a video, automatically makes it a good video. And there's seagulls here. Black swan. Hello, gorgeous. Very busy here. Oh, now I'm not sure what birds those are. Interesting bird. Wow, it's nice in here. Now we haven't been in here. I mean, we've been in St. James Park, but there are a lot of paths, as you can well imagine. People are enjoying the beautiful sunny day, as you can see. All those markings are poop. They're poop stains. Oh, wow. Nice, nice, nice. Now, yeah, we've cut through this park several times, but we've never walked along this pathway in particular. So I came out right after breakfast, or shortly after breakfast, to do this walk. And David's back at the hotel reading his newspaper. Thought I gotta get a walk in. I gotta share this experience with you guys. I hope everybody is doing well.
Turn left.
Turn left. Okay, I will turn left. It's just up here. So I am holding out where I'm taking you. because it is a true highlight. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to Buckingham Palace today or not. A lot of people, a lot of tourists, a lot of tour groups, a lot of tour walking groups. A lot of foreign languages. Some I recognize, some I don't. It's a very diverse city here in London. Oh. Now on my way to start my walk this morning, I did pass by Buckingham Palace in the distance. I think I may have showed you that at the beginning of the video. I'm not sure if I'm going to get there or not. But Buckingham Palace, I think we've all seen it, but it would be good if I could get up to that area. Okay. Now, we just came from the Horse Guard Parade, which is that sort of walkway, and there's that big sort of gravel park area where the Horse Guards are. Now let me see here. I have to turn here, I think. Turn right. Oh, yes. Yes. Now, where we're heading to, David and I have been to a couple of times. Turn right. Okay. Oh, it's getting warm here. It's getting warmer, and I am wearing a jacket and a sweater, light sweater underneath, but I need to take off the jacket shortly. Okay, very crowded here, as you can see. Let's just see where I am. Where am I? You are here. I'm at the Marlborough Gates. Oh, and Clarence House is not far, as you can see. And that's where King Charles lived before, or well, he was Prince Charles before he took over being king from Queen Elizabeth, after Queen Elizabeth's passing. Oh, wait a minute. I have to keep going. Okay, I know where I think I need to go. And this is the Mall. It's the major thoroughfare. And Buckingham Palace is at one end of this mall. Now it's closed off to traffic. I'm not sure why. There she is. That is Buckingham Palace down there.
Turn left onto the mall.
I did turn left now. Okay. So let's head down to Buckingham Palace. I guess I am able to show you, but I do need to find... There's two spots I want to take you to that are fairly, I think, close to each other. That I feel is the high point of this video. Some may disagree. So I don't know, as I mentioned, don't know why the mall is closed off to traffic. It's been like that since we've been here. It's been closed off. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to walk on the left side based on how vehicle traffic walks, but people don't seem to be following that rule here. I bet you they're tourists, just like me, walking on the wrong side of the sidewalk. Which I believe that if we all kind of followed the rules of the road and walked on the right and left, depending what direction you're going, it makes just things a lot easier. There was an article in the New York Times, I can't remember the fellow's name, but anyhow, he was talking about walking protocol, and if everybody sort of followed a protocol, it just makes walking that much more comfortable, I think. You don't run into people, and people don't block your way. And I think it just would make coming and going a lot more efficient. That's in my humble opinion, of course. Being that I walk 99% of where I need to go, other than air and rail traffic, or air, rail and air travel is what I meant to say. Everything else is pretty much on foot. We have taken the tube here a couple of times. We went to Bisker Village, so we took the tube to the rail station, and then of course took the train to Bisker Village, which is about an hour outside of London. And I think that was the only day we took the tube. We've been walking everywhere. Turn right. Okay, I shall do. Oh, here's some of. Now, are these the King's Guard? I don't know if it's the guy with the guys with the big fuzzy top hats, or if it's the other guys with the pointed metal hats. Changing of the guard. Huh. Okay. Oh yes, we are very near where I want to be. So here we are, Buckingham Palace. When I see Buckingham Palace, it always reminds me of the passing of Princess Diana and all those flowers. All those flowers that citizens had placed at the foot here of Buckingham Palace. Everybody was grieving back then. I remember that very well. I remember her passing very well.
Turn left.
Major tourist attraction here. And when David and I were here last, we also, you can get into, I don't know if they still have it, but you could get into back at Buckingham Palace, at least part of it, not its entirety, obviously, but there was parts of it that we went into. You paid, it's like a museum, you paid to enter, and they are, there were several rooms in the palace that we could visit. Now, I need to get to the other side, folks. How do I get there now? Oh, darn it. Oh, maybe up here. And I think the other two stops that I want to end this video with are near Buckingham Palace, because I saw one of them as we were heading to Buckingham Palace. Okay, let's cross here. All righty. Ooh. Ooh. Yikes. Okay.
Turn right.
Okay, now I can walk here. Yeah, I remember. So there was like a little gift shop, of course, inside Buckingham Palace for those who went and viewed the rooms of the palace that were open to the public. And I bought a few things, I remember. Nothing, of any great cost, but I think a Christmas decoration, which is always part of any foreign visit that we take. Oh, look at all these little kiddies on a school trip. Oh, look at them. They're what? Maybe grade 1, maybe grade 2. These little kitties going for a cultural walk. Okay, now I need to cross up here too. How are we doing for time here? Okay, it's noon. I do hope to be back at the hotel by 12:30, and then Dave and I are heading out shortly thereafter to get to our matinee. It is busy here. Okay, let's get through this crowd, folks. So I'm just going to walk outside of the sidewalk here because there's a lot of people sort of standing right on the walkway. So up here, where I'm going to stop, is where the royal family comes out and I think does their like little wave. I think that's where they do it. I don't mean that to sound patronizing. It's just, how then they come out and they address their citizens, usually on important functions, at important events within London. Okay. Now these gates are pretty fabulous looking, I would say. Quite ornate. Wow, look at the detail. My goodness. If you look at the pillars here, there's a lot of detail. Yeah, there's a lot of money in London. Okay, now on to what I consider the main event. The first of two. And one thing I find about the roads here in London, and this is what really sort of messes with me, is a lot of the roads are curved. They're not necessarily straight. And it always confuses me. I don't know why, it just sort of messes with me. And of course this whole, looking left and looking right, opposite to what we're used to in North America, doesn't help. Messing with my sense of direction, or rather lack thereof. And here's Buckingham Palace from another viewpoint. Now everybody, the main event. Canada Gate. Hello, Canada. Now, I'm not sure why the gates are closed. Let me just quickly get across here. I don't want to stand in anybody's way. You can see how beautiful these gates are. So for all my fellow Canadians, and this is for you, and to anybody that appreciates
Turn left.
turn left. That's my Google Maps speaking to me again. And anybody else who appreciates beauty, I hope you enjoy this particular clip. So here we are on the other side of Canada Gate, and the next treat we are going to walk over. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about Canada Gate. It was installed in the early years of the 20th century as part of the memorial to Queen Victoria. They formed a grand entrance into the Green Park, of which we are in right now. The gates were a gift from Canada, marking its contribution to the British Empire. The metalwork includes the crests of Canadian provinces.
Turn left.
Turn left. From Canada Gate to the Green Park is a wide grass path lined with trees known as the Broad Walk. It was planted in 1905 to create a good view of the Queen Victoria Memorial from Piccadilly. And the Broad Walk also marks the approximate course of the ancient river Tyburn that now flows under the park on its course from Hampstead to the River Thames. This is a beautiful park. We often come through this park on our way back to our hotel. Now, the last bit that I want to show you for the time being, I might find after I stop the camera, after I show you this last bit that I wanted to show you today, I might turn the camera back on and show you anything else that interests me on my way back to the hotel. And here we are. Canada Memorial. A sign of respect, and for your own safety, please refrain from climbing and walking on the monument. And the water is not safe for drinking, so that will be explained momentarily. When we were here a few days ago, the water was not running, but it is running today, and it's quite beautiful. But I do want to show you this bit. We will get to the monument, the memorial, in just a moment. And here's where they don't want you to walk because, well, it's a sign of respect, as they mentioned, and of course, it could be a safety issue. You could fall. But look at how beautiful that is. And those are all inlays of the shape of the maple leaf. So to read about the Canadian Memorial, it says the Canadian Memorial was unveiled by the late Queen Elizabeth II in 1994, and it remembers the 1 million Canadians who served with British forces during 2 world wars. The narrow walkway dividing the memorial into two faces the direction of the Canadian port of Halifax in Nova Scotia, from where many Canadian service personnel sailed from Europe. The bronze leaves embedded in the granite. Oh, that's granite. I didn't realize that. Our maple, the national symbol of Canada. The designer was the Quebec artist Pierre Granche, Granche. The Canadian Memorial is located only a short walk into the park from the Canada Gate and Buckingham Palace. I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, here we are at the Ritz Hotel, right in Piccadilly. I'm just enjoying this because this whole walkway along the Ritz is pretty bougie. We are not staying here. We're staying close by, which is, as I mentioned earlier, is pretty central where we're staying. So beautiful. Ritz London Cigars. I see. We're on Arlington Street. Okay, now I'm going to continue walking. So I have done a bit of shopping here in London. It's hard not to. And we were in Fordham Mason, which is actually, we're just staying sort of right beside. Our hotel is sort of right beside Fordham Mason. For those of you who don't know, Fordham Mason is a very unique department store, I guess. They have a major food section, jewelry, luxury goods, teas, and very British. Celebrating everything British. So looking at the architecture. It's so beautiful, so old. We don't have anything like this in Canada. Well, I guess maybe the Parliament buildings, of course, could compare as far as maybe not age, but beauty for sure. Now, I think this is King Street. I could be wrong. I'm going to see what street I'm walking along right now. I think it's still Piccadilly. I thought I turned... Oh, this is luggage that we saw that we totally loved. I just love the color of that piece of luggage.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Oh, Burlington Arcade. So, Burlington Arcade, right through there. Very luxe stores in there. And you can tell just that it would be luxe based on the chandeliers. Beautiful shops in there, absolutely beautiful. So we're coming up to Duke Street, St. James, which is where I need to go. So we are leaving, our flight is, I think, late tomorrow afternoon. And I think it's a 6.5 hour flight, if I'm not mistaken. Around that. back into Canada. So here is Fort Mason. I'm just going to show you a little bit of Fort Mason through the display windows. So very beautiful. Look at how gorgeous that is. Absolutely beautiful. And not necessarily my style, but quite beautiful all the same. Wow, 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 wow. And there's a doorman, usually at one of these doors. It's very bougie. You can look at the old doors. And the gate on the doors. Quite lovely. Okay, I'm backtracking. I'm heading back to my hotel, and I will see you in the next clip. So we are in St. James Square. We just came from our hotel. Look at the cute little gateway here. And we're on our way to the theater matinee. So people are out in the park enjoying this nice day. It's a bit breezy. It says that it's 16 Celsius out. And it is about 1:30 in the afternoon. And a nice place to come and hang out. It'd be a bit chilly for me today, but I can imagine on a warm, sunny day how lovely it would be to come out here and just enjoy the gardens. And today my husband's joining me. This morning we were minus the husband. I just thought I would record this little piece right here because it's so pretty. And we're just cutting through again en route to the theater. This is sometimes locked off to the public. I'm not sure why that is, but anywho, see you in the next clip. Oh, hi everybody. So I just wanted to show you Canada House. I forgot to add that to my places to see when I took you out earlier today. There's the Canadian flag, double-decker buses, and we're coming up to Trafalgar Square. Are we going this way? Busy, busy, busy London streets. Again, look at the beautiful architecture. And this is Admiral Nelson, is that?
Yes.
The monument, the fellow at the top of this monument is Admiral Nelson. Here's Trafalgar Square. That building straight ahead, I wish I knew what building it was. It's so lovely. We were on a double-decker bus last time we were in London, like I mentioned earlier, about 13 years ago. We went to Abbey Road, I remember. We took the double-decker bus to Abbey Road, and we took a picture walking across Abbey Road, just like the Beatles album. I don't know where that picture is. I remember taking it. go. So here is the performance that we're going to see, Cabaret. I don't know if you guys maybe saw Cabaret on TV with Liza Minnelli. Now we're seeing it in the flesh. There's a neat bridge across the way there. Don't know what it is. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. See you in the next clip. So we just are walking along. I'm not sure what the name of the street is, but this is where Benjamin Franklin lived, as you can see. We just kind of fluked upon walking down the street, and this is what we saw. How cool is that? Yeah, we just came out of the theater. It was a fabulous, fabulous performance. It was Cabaret. It was fabulous. It was a small intermission, I think about 15 minutes or so. It was an excellent, excellent performance. Anyhow, we are going to find ourselves something to eat. See you in the next clip. Just thought I'd show you that Benjamin Franklin plaque. So cool. Hi everyone, this is nearing the end of our trip here in London. We're heading out today, but I just thought I would show you Savile Row. Is that going to pick that up? Maybe not. And I just want to walk down Savile Row and talk to you a little bit about it. This is a renowned street here in London. And so the completion of this street, apparently according to Wikipedia, said it was completed in 1735. And I want to tell you a little bit, probably the most important thing here. Let me just find it. Okay, I've got to find number 3, Savile Row. Number 3, Savile Row. Oh, this is it. Oh, let me get across the street so I can give you a better... Oh, I cannot go across the street. It looks like it's blocked off. But here's number 3. Show you the building. And maybe you can Google it and look at it. But the reason why I wanted to show you this is because number 3 Savile Row was the Beatles' former Apple offices. In July 1968, the Beatles moved Apple Corp, their multimedia corporation, into number 3 Savile Row. And the studio was built in the basement. Apparently it was poorly designed. The Beatles recorded Let It Be there before a new studio was constructed in 1971. And so the basement studio closed in May of 1975. And the Beatles' final performance, known as the Rooftop... Oh, it's sun right in your face there. Was known as the Rooftop Concert, was held on the roof of the building on January 30th, 1969, and was recorded for the documentary film Let It Be. And the last words of the band, spoken by John Lennon as the police stopped the performance, were, "I hope we passed the audition." That's pretty cute. But just so that you know, Savile Row is... It is peppered with bespoke tailoring, so if you want a suit handmade to your exact measurements, it would be here at Savile Row. And I think the medium price for Look at that, called Cloth Surgeon. The median price for a bespoke suit is around £5,000. So if you got a few extra any loose change hanging around, you might want to come here to Savile Row and get a suit crafted to your exact specifications. Look at the ironwork on this fence. That's really nice. And you can see how bougie these stores are.
That's me, man in blue. Top man. Thank you very much.
Oh, look at how nice that is. Wow. Bougie, bougie. So this is the famous Savile Row. There's a lot of, as you already can tell, a lot of construction going on here. A lot of renovations, probably to update the plumbing, the electrical, and also the interior.
Well, I said, like, do you think they're going to do an analyst day or I don't know, like cell cycles or
Wow, that's a beautiful color blue. Soulful cashmere. That's real. These are real oranges. How neat is that? Anyhow, folks, I will see you at the airport. Hi, everyone. David and I are just leaving London. We're at the at Heathrow Airport.
Passenger traveling to Cairo on the EasyJet Airways 778, please go to gate E44.
So we came to the airport early, just to David just is accommodating my anxiety to make sure that we get to the airport on time. And of course we are well in time. We don't even have our gate assigned to us yet. But yeah, we get to go home. We're going back to Toronto. It's always so wonderful going home. We've had a wonderful stay in Ireland, although it was pretty cold and wet. And then our whole time here in London has been sunny and beautiful, and we did so much in London. We saw a soccer game, we went to the theater, we had beautiful dinners, we had lovely walks in some of the nicest neighborhoods I've ever been in, and of course a little bit of shopping. So I look forward to seeing you back in Toronto. I still have a couple of videos. I think I still owe a video or two from our trip back in February, March, when we went to New Zealand, Fiji, and Australia. So I think there's one or two videos that we still have to do there. And then, of course, there is Ireland. I did a video there that should be, hopefully you see that before this one. And then this video, and then my next videos should be Toronto-based, back on home ground. There's an Air Canada plane just pulling out right now. So I'm very much looking forward to going home. And I haven't even checked to see what the weather is like in Toronto. We should be arriving, I think, around 8:30 in the evening. And then it'll probably, well, that will be what, about 2 o'clock our time, based on British time. So we're just probably going to go right to bed, and then looking forward to the weekend at home. So folks, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for joining
me. I hope everybody is doing well. And if you haven't considered subscribing, please do so. Be much appreciated. This is Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.